Hi friends, I'm back with one more video. So today we will be discussing about this triangle, how to convert this triangle to a defined risk by just adding the overnight protection. There is a wrong myth in the market saying that triangle is all about unlimited loss. In case of some black swan event or COVID situation, we might end up into unlimited loss. If anyone has that concern, right, so they can just convert your triangle to defined risk by adding a overnight protection. I'll show you how to do that. Whenever we go for this triangle, so you should not have any greed on the profit, because triangle is a not a risk defined strategy. You have unlimited loss, so we should not be having greed. Rather, we should be focusing more on mitigating the loss. The first priority should be we need to save the capital rather than focusing on the profit. This is what there is a huge difference between saving, preserving your capital versus your greed. This is a sort of adding a insurance for the overnight. I'll show you the practical demonstration. Almost like defining the risk from the unlimited risk. We can just define it to defined risk, and it will have a peace of mind trade. Whenever you have your strangle, I know that we do not have the peace of mind. We cannot have the good sleep because both our end are exposed to unlimited loss. Let me take you to Sensible. I'm just using the same ready-made feature of the Sensible. I'll just go to Strangle. I'm just clicking on the Strangle. Okay, so this is my Strangle, but you know, right? Let me get it to, so this is one of the feature. Let me get it to 26. Okay, so this is my strangle, but this I'll be not focusing on this profit, friends. You know, right? My strangle is basically I go for premiums which has 25. Just make it a note, friend. Try to select the premium of around 20 to 25. That would give you good range. That would give you good realistic profit. I've already discussed everything in my previous videos on this triangle. So what I'll do, I'll just try to go for 25 rupees premium. That's it. Okay, this is my 25 on the call side. I'll go for 25. This is my strangle, right? Actually I should have been gone for 20, because even this is huge profit, because this, see, if you look at the 90,000, right, even I'm just focusing for 1%, this is almost like 2.5%, right? Even I can go a bit inside. I can go, this is my typical strangle. Now you have this exposure, right? Unlimited loss. Okay, let me, for your safety, this thing, let's take an example of 25 premium, so that it has a good profit level and everything. So demonstration purpose, it will work. All right, so this is my strangle. Now let's say you are worried, you have the concern of your unlimited loss on the downside or on the upside, but considering last like 1 or 2 years, like post COVID, very rarely we might have seen a gap up, right? Maybe out of 100 times we might have seen the gap down for 95% and the gap ups only like 5%, and even the gap ups would be, right, very rarely you will have gap up of greater than 2%, right? Hardly I've seen like 1 or 2 instances within last 2 years. You might have 95% of the gap downs, and the gap downs would be like less, I mean it would be like somewhere like greater than 2% we have seen, right? Greater than 1.5% we have seen. So what I meant to say is gap downs are very common, and you will have bigger gap downs. You will have bigger gap downs. Gap ups are very rare, and also you will have only 0.3% gap up or 0.45% gap up, or at max you will have 1% gap up. But looking at the gap downs, we have 2% gap down, 1.5% gap down. At times we'll have 3% gap down. There is a more probability of down circuit, the lower circuit, but there is very rare that we might end up seeing the upper circuit. The reason why I'm explaining all about this circuit, all the gap down, is like we need to protect our PE side whenever we go for this triangle, right? Though we have unlimited loss on the call side, but at least we need to just protect our strangle on the PE side, because when the market falls, it falls like anything. We all have seen, right? Needless to say, we all have seen the momentum the market falls, it will have a bigger candles. All right, let me erase this. Now let's say you have deployed this triangle, market stands in the between. Okay, and now this is at 3:30. Let's say you have deployed this trade on Friday morning, and at 3:20, right, end of the day 3:20, you have a concern saying that what if market gaps down by 3%. So you have a 3.5% safety here. What if the market gaps down by 2%? Then you'll end up into this unlimited loss. If market gaps down by comes somewhere here, you'll end up into your unlimited loss. Even if the market gaps down by 2%, you'll end up into loss, because check the blue line. Blue line starts, your loss starts from here. The moment the blue line breaches your horizontal line, this horizontal line, your loss starts. So you're safe till on the call side at this position. The moment the blue line crosses this horizontal line, your loss starts, right? You know, I mean, I've already made a video on blue line, so I would recommend you to watch that video. That is one of the very important video. Without the blue line, for me, I cannot do the trading, right? If you watch that blue line video, you'll understand the importance of the blue line. So what I mean to say, let's say you have deployed the strangle. This is Friday or Monday, right? Friday or Monday, your market stands here, but you're worried about the downside movement or upside movement. What did I say? Even if the market goes up, your VIX will fall, right? Your VIX will fall. Falling VIX, definitely this will reduce your premiums, right? Whenever falling VIX will definitely reduce this premium, so you'll not see much panic in case if the market gaps up. But the other way, this is very important. Let's say the market gaps down. So when the market falls, the VIX will increase like anything. We all know, because there is a fear factor. Increasing VIX will increase your premium like anything. Despite this 25 can go 30, 35, 40, 45, right? Then you'll see your huge MTM losses. Okay, for that reason you have to show the concern on your put side, not on the call side. All right, friends, so let me delete this. Now let's say 320, at 320 you are worried. So simple, friends, what you have to do is, like, you have to add a safety on the put side. So you have to make this triangle a broken wing iron condor, right? It is sounding very typical, broken wing iron condor. What is iron condor? A strangle. This is your strangle, naked. This is your strangle, right? This is your strangle. You have unlimited loss, unlimited loss, unlimited loss. You have unlimited loss. The moment you buy the edges, you'll be able to make your risk defined. So this is your iron condor. The shape of the iron condor would be something like this. All right, something like this. This is your loss area. This is your loss area, and this is your profit area. So now what are we doing? We are just adding an edge on the put side, meaning we are making our strategy a broken wing iron condor, meaning we are not adding a wing on the call side. So let me show you. Okay, now what I have to do is, like, let me delete. Stay with me, friends. This is going to be like very important video. Check the Greeks. Before we go on to the Greeks, your theta will be shown in positive, because you will end up getting the theta as an option seller. The theta will be shown in positive, right? You will be getting this theta value, right? Just keep a check on the Greeks. Now what did I say? We have to buy a edge on the put side. So what is the premium? You got 25. What is the half of the 25? Maybe 12.5. So you have to sell you have to buy a put worth around 12 rupees to 10 to, in between 10 to 12. Okay, I'll just go to option chain. Okay, this was the put we sold, right? This was a put we sold at 25. So any premium, anything which stands. So I'll just try to buy this put by just making it broken wing iron condor. Simple, friend. That's it. If I do this, see, now though you have the unlimited loss, but that is on your call side. But on the put side, we were able to mitigate the loss to from undefined to limited. 8,100. Even if you have the black swan events, if the market opens 20% gap down, 30% back gap down, 10%, right, your maximum loss will be only 8,000. If you do not have this buy position, if let's say if the market has 5% gap down, your loss would be almost 12,000, right? 15,000 the next day. If you have this buy position, right, your loss will be only 8,000. Almost you were able to mitigate the 50%. Okay, let's talk about the loss and everything, but we have just deployed a a wing on the P side, so we have converted this to a sort of broken wing iron condor because we do not have a edge on the call side. Alright friends, so stay with me. Now I will show you the consequences. Now check this blue line. Check this blue line friends. See, the blue line is so see it is like flat, almost like now your last loss will start from here. So you have a safety of almost, let me show you, you have a safety of, see your loss will start, see your loss will start at 2.22%. Your loss on the next day would be only 484. Okay, just keep a check, 484 with a moment of minus 2.2% by having this protection, or you call so-called insurance. But now I will remove this and I'll show you the loss at the same 2.2%. Your loss would be 2661. Check the loss friends. If I'm adding this, your loss at this position is only 543, not even 543, as 458. If I do not have this buy position, forget about this loss area. Even if the market makes 2.2%, your loss would be 2661, almost 4 times more than with your buy edge. This is the beauty of adding, that's what I mean to say. This is the beauty of adding an insurance, a overnight protection that will make the undefined loss to define. You will have peace of mind, right? You can save your capital. Avoid greed. Don't give importance for this profit. See, if I remove this, no doubt your profit will be more, 2550, 500. The moment I've added this buying edge, your profit has reduced, but check so many parameters, right? You will be able to save your capital, you will be able to sustain in the market, you will have peace of mind. You are able to convert your undefined loss to defined loss for the black swan events, or for the situation like COVID or any unknown event. You are able to just do this by adding a small insurance. I'll show you like what is that insurance, by adding a small protection during the overnight. I'll show you. Now let's check the Greeks now with the buying edge. What did I say? If you look at the theta, this is minus, right? For whatever we bought the legs, this is your theta. So this will give you an indication saying that if the market opens flat on Monday, you will be losing only 243 rupees only. That's it. By just sparing, by just giving this 243 rupees insurance or a protection, you are able to protect your capital. You will be able to lose only 243 if the market opens flat. Let me show you friends, let me show you. This is a beautiful feature by Sensible. So your Sunday, right? What I'll do, just check, keep a note, 4 rupees is your loss on now, as on date. I'll just take you to Monday. I'll take you to Monday at 9:15. At 9:15 Monday, that's it. See, now you will be in profit for the simple reason because market is opening flat. See, market is opening flat, let's say on Monday at 9:15. You are with a profit of 1242 in spite of the buy leg you have. Definitely this buy leg will be giving you a loss of 200 to 300 worth your Greeks. This one, what is it? This theta, right? That will be giving you only 130 rupees. Okay, not 130. This was we saw, right? There was 256 or 3 because this is for calculating for the Monday. So you'll get only 256 loss, right? But don't you think when the market opens flat, what did we say? When the market opens flat, the VIX will decrease, right? The VIX will decrease. You try to understand when this is very important. The VIX will decrease in two situations: when the market is going up, or else the market is sideways, right? This situation, it was sideways. The market is opening flat, meaning you might see some loss in this buy position. Definitely you might see some loss in this buy position by just 250 rupees, but overall your strategy is showing a profit of 1242 because this one, with the decreasing VIX, your sold premiums will decrease. That's the reason you are seeing this profit with the sideways market. Hope you got my point. With the market opening flat, right, this is almost like sideways, so this will result in decreasing VIX. This decreasing VIX will decrease your sold position, so you'll get into profit into this both legs. But This will increase for sure because this needs rising wicks because this is a buy position, but this will show you only 200, but overall net your entire strategy is in profit. All right, let me show you what will happen without this buy edge. Right, what will happen if the market would have opened very flat and we did not add this buy position? All the smart trader would have got the context. You will definitely get into more profit. Let me show you. That's it. You will get into 1760 because the VIX was falling, the market opened, so this premium will decrease. You will see, but with this you are able to just decrease 500 rupees or 400 rupees profit. But just imagine this case now. I'll show you. Right, without the buy you are at a very good profit, right, because the market opened flat. But we are not fortunate, right, every time to see the market open flat, because whenever we go into trade, market will behave the opposite way. Now let's say market has opened gap down. I'm just trying to simulate. Market has opened gap down right, with 2%. What is your loss? 131 rupees. And friends, the reason why we are saying so less loss in this triangle is because we have deployed our trade by just taking 25 rupees premium. We have not acted as a gambler wherein the profit was showing like 8,000, 9,000. We have deployed the this triangle in such a way that we have just taken, right, a very good probability of profit, right, by reducing, by buying this, by selling this strike, by considering 25 rupees, because we are not great over here. That's the reason even though you have 2% of gap down, you are able to see only 131 rupees loss. Just imagine if this premium was 75, you would have been loss of definitely 3 to 4,000. I've already explained all the strategy in my previous videos. Now with 2% you are at 131 loss. Let's assume the before night you have deployed this insurance or this protection. You are at a profit of 280. With the gap down you are at a profit of 280. Without the gap, without the buy position, you are at a loss of 131, and we are just playing with one lot. So just imagine where is 131 and where what is 280. So 3 times we are in profit. You're just playing with one lot. So let me just increase. That's what people will people wanted to see more. What do we say? Let's say you're playing with 100 lots. That would give you, right, you are at a profit of 28,000. With the buy option with the protection, if I delete this, you are at a loss of 13,100. So now you're getting the context. So just assume you have more premium here, the loss and the profit would have shown the other way. But let's consider with our normal safe strangle. This is the difference, friends, right? You are okay if the market opens flat, but just in case if this opens 3%, right, if this opens 3%, see, your loss will be 1 lakh. Without this edge your loss could have been 3 lakhs. This is see, you got my present. This is the beauty of adding the edges. Without the edge your loss is almost 3 lakhs, and by just adding the edge your loss is only 1 lakh. You get my point, right? But do you think market will open 3% gap down? Yes, possibility is there, but if you have that concern, so please go for adding a protection. And let's say we have a black swan event. Let's say we have, who knows, right? I mean, nowadays we are seeing so much of selling by the FIs, right? Let's say you have a black swan event of, let's say, 5%. Look at it, let it be realistic, right? 5% gap down. Okay, let me show you. Stay with me, friends. I'm not sure whether sensible is stuck. Okay, so let's see. Okay, let's consider this 5%, right? You have a loss of almost 19 lakhs. Let's say if I'm adding this buy position, your loss is only 5.5 lakhs. You're getting my point, right? So where is 5.5 lakhs and where is 16 lakhs? Almost 3 times. This is where your what do we say, this is where your edges will help you. And let's say this is your maximum loss. That's it, your maximum loss is, see, unlimited. See, this is like, how much is this thing expired? So let's say you have a gap down of say 10% is, but let me show you the realistic example, right? Okay, who knows, I mean, maybe anything is feasible, right? So let's say you have a 10% of gap down with your buy, so maximum loss is 8 lakhs. Let's say if I do not have this edge, the maximum loss is 50 lakhs. Okay, let me get it to one lot, this would help you, right? So your maximum loss without the edge is 50,000. With the edge, your maximum loss is only this one. What is that? 8,000. Because you have defined your risk on the put side. If you want to define it on the call side, so you need to sacrifice on your profit. But defining the risk on the call side also, so you need to select your strike, you need to select your premium very smartly so that you achieve your what do we say, you should achieve your profit accordingly. So already I've made a video, let me show you. See, already I've made a video. Okay, see, already I've made a video. See, iron counter, customized iron counter. Watch this video, friends. I've just explained you how to customize, how to design on your own, how to deploy the iron counter by considering all the risk appetite and everything into consideration. Okay, so let me again get you back to this thing. So what did we discuss actually? So you can just deploy the protection on the put side. So you have to have a check on this Greeks. Okay, the Greeks will play an important role, right? So again, let me take you back to this slide. Sorry, friends. Right. So today we have discussed how to convert your Strangle to broken wing iron condor, wherein you will be able to save your capital, you can have peace of mind, you will have good sleep, you can convert the undefined risk to defined risk by just giving some small insurance, right? For one lot we were giving only 250 rupees, right? And one more thing, friends, and one more thing, sorry for I forgot. Let's say this is one of the important, let's say the market has opened, I'll reset, sorry, I did not tell you. Let's say the market opened flat, so there is no need of this buy position. Let's say, because we are adding this protection only for the overnight, sorry for missing out this option, this is the crux of the video actually. So there is no need of having this buy position, so you can just exit this buy position with 250 rupees loss, that's it, because market has opened flat. If you look at the Greeks, right, so we add a loss of, let me take you to next previous day, right, let me take you to the Sunday, right, you add a theta of minus 243, accept this loss 243 and then just exit this leg and just convert your Strangle from the iron condor, broken iron condor, to back to Strangle, and now you can just monitor your Strangle during the market hours until 320. All right, until 320 you have to do the so-called adjustments. I'll make a video on the adjustments, and again at 320 again go and based on the market view where the market stands. So let's say the market stands here, right, market stands here, so you have to add a broken wing on the call side, or else let's say the market stands in the between, based on the view you add one more broken wing edge on the put. Just buy this put again just to make it defined at 320, that's it, at 320. And next day if the market gaps down, definitely this will give you a profit, but this will give you loss for sure, because this will falling market will increase the VIX, but this will give you a profit. So net your overall MTM loss will be less. If you do not have this buy position, if the market gives a gap down, you will end up into huge losses. Just to mitigate the loss, right, and to make your P side risk defined, you go for adding this insurance. So what I meant to say is like add the protection at 320. Okay, add the protection as 320. Next day morning when market opens as 9:15, based on where the market is opening, if it is opening flat, exit this buy leg at 9:15 or 9:20, and again at 3:20 on the current day, again you deploy the wing by just buying the protection. It could be on your put side or it could be on your call side. Let's say market stands. See, anyways, you will be doing your adjustments, right? See, if someone is deploying this Strangle and if they're just leaving it to the market by not doing the adjustments, I think they will be not able to sustain in the market. So as and when the market keeps going up, you have to roll up your put. You have to roll up your put. If the market goes up, you have to just roll up your put. That's it. You have to just maintain that market between your strangle. The moment the market comes, makes a U-turn, right? You have to roll down your call by just booking this put. So I'll just make a video on the adjustments and everything, but you got the context, right? Adding the protection at 320, right? And then the next day morning at 9:20 or 9:15, decide whether to have this protection or to exit. Let's say the market have a gap down, there is no point in exiting this buy leg, right? Just keep the monitoring, because this will save you. And if the market keeps going down, though your this one would give you loss, but this buy leg will give you profit because the market is going down. See, let me explain you one more time. Let's say you have this buy position, okay? Let's say you have this buy position overnight and market was standing here. Next day market gave a 3% gap down, right, at 9:15. So immediately do not cut down your buy position. You have to watch, right? If market makes a U-turn, so then you have to cut down this buy. But if market again have a follow-up again like 0.5%, 0.1%, if it is going down, there is no point in removing this buy, because falling market will again, these are basics, will increase the VIX. The increasing VIX will increase the premium of buy like anything. At a time overall, if the market keeps falling, right, you will get into huge profit, because though this will increase, yes, though this will increase, but the kind of speed this will increase will be more than this your sole position. So at one point you will see you will getting huge profit by the falling market, because the VIX will increase, the VIX will increase the premium of the buy position. So then you have to decide whether I have to just cut down this buy or not. If the market keeps falling, and I would rather say keep adding more of buy position, you can buy one more PE just to take the advantage of the rising VIX. Do not even dare to sell the call from the opposite side. Even if you sell the call from the opposite sides, your market stands here and you will rarely get the premiums at the call side. And even if you sell the call side, this requires huge capital, because selling the capital, and with the rising VIX, because market is falling, right, VIX will rise. This rising VIX will not decrease your call premium. So this is one of the bad combination. When the market is falling, you have to start buying the put option rather than selling the call options from the opposite sides. Point number one, you will not get premiums. You will not get the premiums, right? You have to go very aggressive somewhere here. Point number two, huge capital is required, right, for buying, for selling the calls. Point number three, the premiums will not decay because the VIX is rising. Point number three, rising VIX will not decay the premium. So rather than having everything, rather than having this, why don't you buy one more put somewhere here? When the market stands here, right, buy the put at the current market price, or else maybe like 100 points OTM. That's it. Then the increasing VIX will increase your buy position, and at one time you will get into profit. And but ensure that you are exiting from your buy positions during the intraday. Do not hold your buy positions for the overnight. When you get good profit, what I mean to say, if you are deploying some additional, this you can take a call, right? This was your overnight because you have done it 320. This you can decide based on the market. But let's say during the market hours at 12, at maybe at 11 a.m., you might have bought one put, right? You might have bought one put when the market was here, right? And market keeps falling. Then this put will give you huge profit. Let's say 3,000, 4,000. Then at 3:20 or 3 o'clock, when you have this buy, exit this put with the profit, and do not hold this buy put for the overnight, because you know, right, you have a enemy called theta, right? The 4,000 profit might start with 2,000 profit, because the 2,000 will be eaten up by theta, or else if the market keeps falling down, this 4,000 can become minus 0 or minus 100 also. So do not do the mistake of holding the buy position which is giving you good profit. Exit the leg, and add a just protection on the what do we say, at 320. Alright friends, so friends, if you're not able to understand this video, pause the video or else rewind this video once, twice, thrice. This would help you. This is one of the way we need to deploy this strangle, by just adding some overnight protection, right, by giving some insurance, which will enable us to make the undefined to defined risk. You will have peace of mind, right? You will have peace of mind and you will have good sleep. You can always protect your capital. This will not work. Greed will not work. The FOMO will not work. Market will be there for ages, whether you will be there in the market or not, but market will be there. So try to get some realistic profit. Try to get some small profits, right? Profit 1, profit 2, profit 3, then you lose 1 profit, then make profit 3, profit 4, profit 5. So out of 6 you lose, maybe you lose 1. So out of 6 you lost only 2, you made 4. Do not have the approach of the other way. Big profit, and then big loss, big loss, big loss, big loss. All these 4 loss will also wind up your, what do we say, your capital, and then you'll end up into getting losses. So try to get the profit in a very decent way, in a very realistic way. All right, thank you friends, thank you for watching my video.